Unpacking of zhiliu 750 cutting pump. Open this lid. Take out the accessories inside. 1 Phi 110 corrugated hose, 2 Phi 110 clamps, and a roll of blue pneumatic tube. Picking out the machine. Now let's introduce all the accessories of this machine. One-sided inlet, an ICN controller, 1 corrugated hose Phi 110, a roll of, and 2 clamps. At the same time, on the outlet of this machine, this is the non-retro valve chamber kit. It is placed here and not tightened. Now let's take it apart and take a look. After removing it, firstly, there is a non-retro valve chamber, one connector with external thread Phi 63. There's one inside here called bushing Phi 50, another one double-ended connector with external thread Phi 63. This is all the accessories. Now let's install the outlet pipe. First, find this double-ended connector with external thread. Then use raw material tape. Wrap enough raw material tape around one end. Screw the double-ended connector with external thread onto the non-retro valve chamber. Pipe pliers can be used to further tighten. Find this connector with external thread Phi 63. Wrap enough raw material tape around the connector. Take connector with external thread Phi 63 onto the non-retro valve chamber. Further tighten with a pipe pliers. Finally, on the thread of this double-ended connector, wrap enough raw material tape around it. After wrapping the raw material tape, install the non-retro valve chamber on the outlet of the machine. Similarly, a pipe plier should be used to further tighten. After tightening, based on the size of the reserved drainage pipe outside, select the connector. If the drainage pipe reserved outside is pipeline Phi 63, so, let's take out the core bushing Phi 50. Apply PVC goulet directly here, and then stick it on pipeline Phi 63. Connect another connector to it, one ball valve Phi 63. You can complete the installation. If the reservation is the pipeline Phi 50, fistly goulet the core bushing Phi 50 onto this connector with external thread. Then use the Phi 50 pipeline. Stick it inside the core bushing Phi 50 using PVC goulet. Same pipeline Phi 50 also need to be installed. Connector and ball valve. Installation completed. First, unscrew the inspection cover. Remove the ventilation rod. Don't lose the rubber gasket under the ventilation rod. Find hole opener Phi 50. Align the center of the hole opener with the center of the positioning hole. Direct drilling. After the opening is completed, find the sealing ring Phi 50. Put it on the machine. Find the inlet pipe Phi 50. After applying detergent on it, just insert this sealing ring directly. After installation is completed, replace the gasket of the inspection cover, replacing the ventilation rod. Then tighten the cover, using a hole opener Phi 90. The center of the opener should be aligned with the center positioning hole. Direct drilling. After the hole is opened, take out the hole opener. Find the corrugated hose. Then put on the clamp. Put it on the machine. Tighten the clamp. After tightening the clamp, pull on this corrugated hose. Check if there is any looseness. Put a clamp on the other end. Install the 110 inlet pipe. Then tighten the clamp. First, open the box of the controller. After removing the bag, after removing the controller, find the connector of the ventilation pipe. Remove the cover cap of the connector of the ventilation pipe using an internal circlip pliers. After unscrewing the cover cap, find the ventilation pipe. Find the location where the controller is installed. Cut an appropriate length of ventilation pipe. The ventilation pipe between the controller and the machine should smooth and straight. Do not have bends or twists. Insert the cover cap of the connector of the ventilation pipe into the ventilation pipe. Insert the ventilation pipe into the connector. Lock the cap of the connector of the ventilation pipe. This place must be locked tightly, otherwise it will leak air. The other end of the ventilation pipe is also in the same way. Connect to the connector of the ventilation pipe on the machine. This cap also needs to be locked tightly to avoid air leakage. After installation, insert the controller into the socket. Installation completed.